As the president of the Saskatchewan College of Family Physicians, I am honored to tell you about our 2021 award recipients. Each year, the SCFP celebrates the accomplishments of our family doctors who provide care to the people of Saskatchewan. The recipients of the My Family Doc Rocks Award are nominated by a patient who felt their doctor provided outstanding care. This award is an opportunity to hear from patients about how their family doctor made a difference in their lives. Dr. Carly Conley. Dr. Conley was nominated for her excellent care in her general practice, especially with her prenatal patients. She is thorough, kind, efficient, and extremely knowledgeable. She makes her patients feel cared for and fortunate to have such a fantastic family doctor.
My name is Carly Conley and I practice at Cornerstone Medical Clinic in Saskatoon. I think one of the best things about family medicine is the diversity that it offers, even within a given day. Never knowing what's coming through the door keeps it exciting. And the ability to offer that continuity of care to my patients and their families is very important to me. During medical school, we were exposed to a variety of specialties, most of the specialties, through our various rotations, and I realized that I was more of a generalist. I love my babies and my little kids. I really enjoy working with my elderly patients. And again, that continuity is very important and it's satisfying. Well, some days I'm hospital-based, so I'm at the hospital doing deliveries, so those days can be very busy and hectic, but really enjoyable. Most of my days are actually spent in the clinic seeing patients, with a little bit of admin work thrown in there. Most days are smooth, others not so much. Every once in a while, you'll get that patient that unexpectedly needs a little bit more care and attention, and you give it because that's what the patient needs. Caring for generations of families is really special. We're with our patients on some of the best days and also during some of the worst, most difficult times of their lives. And as family doctors, we are the constant. We're there. Well, I was certainly surprised and excited when I got the phone call. I'm very honored to be chosen as a recipient of this award. Knowing that I had done something meaningful enough for a patient to nominate me was really special, and I do feel very privileged to be able to do what I do every day.
Dr. Robert Haver. Dr. Haver was nominated because he is caring and reliable. He respects his patients and follows up to inquire about their well-being. He takes the time to listen and makes his patients feel heard.
My name is Robert Haver. I'm a family physician in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Part of my practice that I love the most is teaching. I have a number of different students and residents that I have every day, and we have a great time reviewing different patients and different management plans, and they keep me honest. I learn a lot from them, and it's been fun over the years getting to know a whole bunch of different students. The part about family medicine that I enjoy the most is hard to pin down into one thing. I would say it's just the relationships that I make, both with my patients and with my colleagues and the learners that I have. I like other people, and I think family medicine allows me to generate meaningful relationships over a career, and that's very rewarding. When I first heard that I received this award, I was surprised. I was humbled, flattered, and I actually want to know who it was, because it was genuinely not something I expected, and I appreciate it very much, and I think I might reflect that I'm surrounded by a lot of really good people that allow me to do what I do.
SCFP Awards of Excellence. The Awards of Excellence recognize members who in the past 12 to 24 months have made an outstanding contribution in a specific area such as patient care, community service, hospital or healthcare institutions, college activities, teaching, and research. Dr. Sarah McLaughlin. Dr. Sarah McLaughlin has been nominated for outstanding commitment to family medicine in the area of community adaptiveness.
My name is Sarah McLaughlin. I'm a family physician. I work at Victoria East Medical Clinic in Regina. I also do low-risk obstetrics out of the General in Regina, and I work at the COVID Assessment Center as well. I didn't plan on being a family physician, actually. As a medical student, every new rotation that I did, I really loved, and in the end, I couldn't imagine giving any part of medicine up and not doing that part of medicine for my entire career. So I actually interviewed for 4 different specialties, and the night before the match, I decided I couldn't choose anything other than family medicine. My favorite part of family medicine is the relationship that you get to develop with your patients. There's really no other career where you would get to know somebody on the same level, I think. Following someone through their pregnancy, helping them birth their baby, being there through those formative toddler and teenage years, on through adulthood and into old age and death and dying. So it's an amazing relationship you can develop over that span of time. I feel very honored and humbled to have received the reward for excellence in medicine. It's very humbling to think that my peers wanted to acknowledge my contributions, especially given how much respect I have for my peers in medicine.
Dr. Kendra Morrow. Dr. Kendra Morrow has been nominated for her leadership in response to the community outbreak of COVID-19 in La Loche and surrounding communities in Saskatchewan.
My name is Kendra Morrow and I'm a family doctor at the Saskatoon Community Clinic. Why am I a family doctor? Because I love working with people. I love trying to help them when they're struggling. I just enjoy people from all walks of life, and it's really a privilege to hear their stories. My day usually starts with telephone calls to patients who are worried about anything that kind of happened urgently overnight. And then it kind of opens up into everything from seeing a newborn baby from the hospital to someone who's pregnant to, a geriatric patient who is having trouble to home visits to trans health, addiction medicine. So it's really, every day is a new adventure, so to speak. Why did I choose family medicine? I think because I honestly couldn't pick in med school. I remember I kind of liked every rotation, and so for me that was kind of a telltale sign that family med was right for me. It's really a privilege to be a part of people's lives and to know that sometimes they tell you something that they've never told anyone before. So that's a huge honor and something I don't take for granted. I feel surprised, but very grateful, I guess, and just I'm humbled. I was shocked, but yeah, I feel very, very grateful for whoever nominated me, and just to be a part of this group of people. It's really humbling.
The Michael Krochak Award for Contributions to Family Medicine. This award is intended to recognize an individual, group, or organization that has made a significant contribution to family medicine in Saskatchewan through clinical research, educational, or administrative activities. Dr. Britton has been nominated for the significant contributions he has made, not only to family medicine, but to the health and well-being of Northwest Saskatchewan. He has touched many people, families, and medical learners in the process, and is held in high regard by his community and colleagues, not just because he is a physician, but because he has earned the respect through his consistent caring behavior spanning a long and successful career.
My name is Stephen Britton. I'm a family physician in northern Saskatchewan. I'm based out of Isle La Crosse, Saskatchewan, but we fly and drive to the surrounding communities in the northwest. I enjoy being there. I flew in 37 years ago in a small plane and met lots of idealistic, exciting people, both in the community and in the group. And I just found it really inspiring to be there. I meet people on the street all the time. People are really friendly, get to know family trees, who's related to who and everything. It's a variety practice, so we drive to outlying clinics or we fly in little float planes landing on the lake or the ice. So that kind of makes it exciting as well. My favorite part of family medicine, I think, is just meeting people and spending time with them. I got picked up at the lake in one of our First Nations by a young woman who was one of the secretaries, and she drove back and she stopped at the stop sign on the way, and there was a little girl walking along holding hands with a woman, So she winds the window down, she yells out, she says, "Hello, beautiful." And they have this interaction back and forth, and it's just so uplifting. And then, you know, I've told people that story so many times because it emphasizes how little things matter so much in terms of self-esteem and whatnot. And I think that was the most wonderful experience, although it's just a little one, but you experience stuff like that, which you don't if you just show up at the clinic and do the clinic. Well, I feel honored. It's a pleasant surprise. I never dreamed I would get this award, so it's nice. I think it's a tribute to everybody I work with, like the group as a whole, because it's always, we're all working together and collaborating on things, and also to the people you don't even notice, the secretaries and the people who support the clinic. So many times they figure out what things are coming to their ears that are critical for us to know, and they come and interrupt us in the office or whatever and say, you know, I'm kind of worried about this person or that person, and then leave it in our hands to take it from there. So I think it's a tribute to everybody I work with and the community at large.
Saskatchewan Family Physician of the Year. Each year, the Saskatchewan College of Family Physicians confers this award upon a member deemed to exemplify the ideals of family medicine. Dr. McKeag has been nominated for her long-standing commitment and excellence to teaching. She is a kind and compassionate practitioner who has an endless source of empathy for her patients, medical learners, and her team members. Her strong patient-physician relationships positively impact her patients and are excellent examples for medical trainees. She leads both by her work as the Associate Dean for the Undergraduate Medical Education Program at the College of Medicine and by modeling accountability, trustworthiness, and respect as a physician and colleague.
My name is Meredith McKeag and I practice at West Winds Health Centre. I love having a continuity of care family practice and getting to know my patients and following them over time. And I also fell into an academic role when I moved to Saskatoon in 2002 and discovered that teaching and educational leadership is really rewarding and could be a part of my practice. I definitely love the relationships with patients, and I also really enjoy the teaching aspect that's a part of my role. I learn every day as much from the students and residents that I'm working with as they would learn from me. Frequently I learn more from them, and so I love that part of my work also. I am very honored, very grateful to the people who nominated me. And I also feel quite humbled, particularly with events in the last year and the last few months. I think in the medical community, we're all thinking about what we can do to contribute to reconciliation and to help address health inequities within the system. And so I'm very aware that as a settler who's white and a family physician, I've had opportunities and advantages in my career path and haven't faced systemic barriers that some other people have definitely faced. So I want to acknowledge the work that we all are trying to do and need to do, but particularly some of the Indigenous family physicians in Saskatchewan who are going above and beyond to help to work to improve the healthcare system and our educational programs as well. And then during this year, also so many family physicians have been involved in wonderful leadership in terms of the pandemic response, and so I want to acknowledge how grateful I am to those colleagues too.